or make you laugh, make you cry like Ain't Life Funny. Ugh.
All right, we're back.
Another Thursday afternoon here with your
Chilling.
boys at
What's
the
up?
Ain't Life Funny podcast, where a conspiracy theory is just around
Dude,
every
if
corner.
you turn this, you're about to, but what's up, y'all? Before we get into the conspiracy wormhole that Aaron creates, this is week 16. I didn't think we'd make it this long, bro.
Oh man. Oh, I'm quitting this week, so this is the
is
last
it?
podcast. This is it right here.
That's some
This
bullshit,
is all they get.
dude.
This is all they get. This is as deep as my mind goes. I just keep talking about the same shit over and over again. So
Dude.
like, people don't want to hear that, man.
You can't
I'm
quit,
done.
dude. I'm just gonna have to sit. Then I'm just gonna be babbling by myself for the.
I can't wake all these people up, Matt. I gotta go back to work and get a job and shit, man. They're not breaking off these stimulus checks.
Man. You
They're not breaking these stimulus
up.
checks off fast enough, dog. I need fucking my 1,200 again, man.
Dude,
right back with it.
I told you. We're making a
1,200 right
fans
back
only
with it.
page. We just gotta get a couple of, lotions, a couple of like little things like that. Start
Man,
with
the
the
other
pee
day-
video.
The other day, dude, I found a script randomly in my
Oh,
emails that I sent
no.
to you called The Same Show. And the plot of it was where we accidentally, me, you, and Sean, shoot a fucking beheading video for ISIS. But secretly, all the while, my character knew what it was, but I was just down to make some money. So I was just... So then we wind up... we wind up getting paid mad bread, though. So then we all just get down with it at the end of the script, and then we get caught up and like about to go to jail. And then it's just like I think we wind up just like, I don't know, teleporting to Florida some type of way. But
I mean, in terms of what you see, that's like brings up a great question. Okay, so you're a camera guy, right? And you get a call, and they're like, "Show up. You're going to be the camera op on this video. It's a video shoot." So they don't really give you any details. So just bring your camera, show up.
Right.
Where do you say I'm not going to, like, obviously you're not going to...
That's what's funny about, that's what's funny about that script idea, because, like, I was like, man, this is something that me and Sean and Matt in LA would have randomly easily fallen into, because we would have seen the ad, how much money it was.
Yeah.
And like you said, like we said, we would have showed up and just been like, damn, yo, like the way it happens in that is that I'm just a contact. So like when the guy gets killed and you guys are freaking out, like I'm just like, oh, is this y'all first snuff film, man? It's like, yeah, it gets a little bit easier after like about the third or fourth one. It's like, God damn, how many of these have you done? It's like, well, we're not gonna talk about that, but I mean, I'm not the one killing anybody, man. I'm just holding the camera. Like that's the whole point of the joke at the end of the shit. But it's like, to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't shoot somebody dying because I don't want to be implemented in a murder, you know what I'm saying? Like to that, well, I wouldn't like see someone killing somebody, I should say, but someone dying in terms of like, if I just was on the scene and like happened to be having my camera out and someone did some crazy shit, like, drove through an intersection and it was a crazy wreck. Like, I mean, that's what news cameramen do, dude. Like,
no, for real.
Just,
I mean, they film
like,
people like dying and shit,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but
they aren't like.
Okay, I'm gonna set up a scenario right now. We're gonna walk through this because in this situation, you, me, and Sean have gone to this set. Let's say it's in like Chatsworth. So we're like, this is gonna be some porno or some shit. We get there. It's what you said, like it's some crazy shit. Like they're like, look, this is some Epstein shit. We're gonna kill this person, and you're gonna just film. You're the guys. You're gonna be the producing team on all these videos. You're gonna get paid millions of dollars. You don't gotta touch anything. You just gotta turn the camera on and walk away and hand us the footage. And then they're like, here, you got one shot. We told you about it, and you can go in that room and discuss whether or not you're going to do this. So we actually go in a room, and it's you, me, and Sean, and I'm like, guys, I don't think. So it starts now. Door slams.
See, the issue with
We can't do
that
this.
scenario.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
I
I'll
can't
say
do
the issue
this.
with that scenario is that I'm gonna have to get really real with you and wake you up and be like, probably slap the shit out you and be like, Matt, you don't understand, bro.
No.
We are
No.
like, no, this is serious though. Like, we're already here and they have us in this room now. We fucked up. So I'm saying, like, we can't leave without shooting the video, because if they're gonna kill somebody, why wouldn't they kill us? You see what I'm saying? And even if we shoot it, they still might kill us. But what else do we do to get out of that scenario at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just got to get out the room now at this point. Like, we might be the new stuff film people. So, and it's probably, that's really what the movie is that they just keep continually getting camera guys to film other camera guys getting killed. So then once we go to get the money, then another guy gets hired right as we're about to get the check. And they're just like, oh yeah, go back in that room you were just in. And boom, it's a new camera team having the same argument. Like, damn, what do we do, man?
And it's like that scene in Dark Knight at the beginning where all the robbers are like, Joker said for me to off the guy who gave me the money. So they're just all like shooting the next guy and shit.
Yep.
Dude, this is fucked up, man. Dude. Also, I'm just kind of like, okay, let's take it back. It's not some Epstein shit. Obviously, we won't want to do that. And, you know, it will create a
You said that very convincingly.
I mean,
we won't want to do that. Like, yeah, we don't want to do that, just for all the viewers at home.
I don't want to do that. But let's say we get, it's like a crazy, we're in the valley, right? This is back in the day. We're in the valley. It sucks. And some, like, we're in, like, Starbucks where we used to write. And this fat, like, weird-looking greasy guy walks up and he's like, look, me and my wife have a party with a bunch of people and we all just fuck each other in this mansion. And I want you guys to walk around and just film everything just gritty.
I mean,
you don't have to do anything, but you have to get in as close as, this is handheld shooting. I want nitty gritty.
This is why this is the last episode right here, because we already had this discussion about when Pat Mahomes got $500 million.
This is about, that was about how much you went into, how much booty of yours you'd sell. This is going next back a little bit where we're not doing anything. We're just
with you. I mean,
exposed to
that's it. That, once again, to me, like, I don't even have a moral conundrum with that, because it's just like, you know, nobody better touch me. If they do, I'm gonna pop off.
That is just a little bit of resistance. All right, there we go. And you know what? That is going to be yours. Keep it. Thank you. Cover yourself up. Carol, if you're in there, I'll see you at the office tomorrow. Just bring the bowl. You can finish the egg salad. My God, why people crazy?
I'm expecting it to probably smell pretty bad, you know, in there, because it's going to just be like a bunch of ass on ass, you know what I mean? So it's probably going to be a little rank in there. So I'm going to just bring, you know, some type of smell good spray or something with me and just try to be prepared. But I mean, how much is the check? That's the question. Because, like, my thing is, for that right there, you want 3 cameramen in separate places of your house simultaneously shooting secretive freak sex party? Like, we need like 30 G's. Like, what's up? Like, we're not even playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they say yeah to that, like, I mean, that's just off cuff, just saying a number. If they say yeah to this, the first 30, like, if it's 30, 50, whatever we all decide is the first number we're going to throw out, if they just say yeah, then it's like, oh, we're doing this. Now, if they want to put up a hard bargain or whatever, then, you know, we can play hardball on the deal ski and stuff. But at the end of the day, if we still topping us over like 25,000, that sounds like the easy night work to me, bro. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's harder ways to make 25 G's, bro.
As long as I'm not seeing any, like, violence, I'm all in. Like, I mean, how deep in do you want to get here? Because, I mean, we could we just get
like you guys going for like more 70s type of vibe, or just like great Gonzo, you know, handheld Bang Bros. The bus pulls up, you know, like we can do all those. You know what I mean? Like you holler at me, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a thing.
I'm not a complicated man. I like cinema. In particular, I like to see people fucking on film. But I don't want to win an Oscar, and I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I like simple pleasures, like butter in my ass, lollipops in my mouth. That's just me. That's just something that I enjoy. Call me crazy, call me a pervert.
So
I
mean,
want it
you
to
know,
be like those Girls Gone Wild commercials back in the. It's just like done.
actually, Matt, I wouldn't do any of these things. You know why?
Why, dude?
Because I, as a young child, listened to all the things I was supposed to. I did the right thing. I listened to Scruff McGruff.
No,
And
dude.
he told me not to ever do any drugs of any kind or anything unscrupulous of any kind. You know what'd be hilarious for that is if
He told he told you a lot of shit because let's just get into it here. I stumbled upon a fucking video that's just McGruff the Crime Dog's greatest fucking hits, Motown status, straight.
Well, it's not Motown. It's more like Berry Gordy.
Yeah,
it's like Berry Gordy 80s. You know what I mean? Because everything is straight up synths and piano drum beats that are just, totally over the top.
But okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But he did tell us to just say no. But we're going to get into this further. But continue with your line of thought about your childhood and.
I was just gonna say, MC Scruff McGruff told me not to do anything unscrupulous, but I just was thinking how funny it would be if like those characters really existed, if you did a skit like that, and then like in modern times they got caught up in like all the bullshit. So like Smokey the Bear gets caught up saying some shit about Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying? And then like Scruff McGruff gets caught in the Me Too movement where it's just like, damn, man, Scruff McGruff was out here fucking buying prostitutes and shit, man.
The McGruff one, that's what I were talking about. It'd be fun to use this and, like, film it as if it was from the perspective of, like, the guy in the suit that had to go to the school. So, like, he's, like, dancing to these songs, and the kids are like, yeah, don't do drugs. And he's, like, doing rails under the mask and shit, like, all hang over and shit.
I just think it's funny that somebody really thought to themselves, like, yo, let's make a fucking Scruff McGruff mixtape. You said, like, the joint came out in 1986.
Dude.
It's literally a cassette. Bro. Yeah, a cassette tape, like a straight up mixtape. Like, this is the mixtape before the mixtape. Like, we thought Lil Wayne was doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. Scruff McGruff out here.
Shits out of his trunk, bro. National McGruff campaign. He even had his address and phone number so you could call him for the hooks, bro.
Bro, Scruff McGruff run up on you and be like, hey, what's up, man? Be like, oh, damn, like, I ain't smoking nothing. They're like, yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? You into music, man? You into music,
right?
Sir?
Right. He run up on you like,
can I stop you? Here, listen to this real quick. Do you want this? Okay, it's $10. It's $10. Oh, I thought it was free.
For Hollywood Boulevard, bro. I always found this funny that guys would try to sell you their mixtape. It's like, I don't know you.
Dude, remember when we bought that one in Florida? Remember that one guy we bought at 7-Eleven, bro?
I bought one from somebody in Atlanta one time on a bus, and I can't lie, that first song, he must have blown the whole budget on that in studio time and everything, because it was so well produced and mixed, and it was actually like hard as hell. I can't remember. I wish I could have kept that CD, dog, because all I remember is like something to the degree the hook was just like, even if I die, I'm gonna die going out hard as I can. Like, it was just something like that where I was just like, I was like, damn, this kind of like a hard ass, like, what are you speaking from the heart right here? But then all the rest of them songs and it was just like so trash. It was like, damn, bro, what happened, man? You caught the fire for this one song, bro. Like, what happened, man?
I just always was the tactic to sell it, like on Hollywood Boulevard, is to stop. Like, if you can't stop. You can't stop. Yeah. Like, that's how you avoid.
Do not.
You just Heisman around them or be like, no, I'm cool, bro. But, like, if they stop you, you're fucked. Because then they're going to make you put the headphones on, and when you're listening to it, they hand you the shit, and you're like, oh, cool, dude. Congratulations. This is great. Just so you can get away from them. But then they just, like, request the money as if you were like, yeah, I'm going to buy this from you. So like, how many times does that work, though?
Even iTunes lets you fucking, get a fucking 30-second free listen. Yeah, man. It's like, chill out, dude. But, I mean, the one time that happened to me on Hollywood Boulevard, I didn't buy the CD, but primarily it was because the guy that was selling it to me smelled like he had just like had got his ass opened up. Like it was literally just smelled like booty up in there, bro. Like just straight butt. Like, I was like, dude, you
street smells like that.
Oh, bro, that guy was funky as hell. I was just like, dude, I do not want anything you have, bro. Like, get away from me, man. He literally was just like he was like homeless trying to, rap his way off the streets. But it was like, man, it's like this is a far out dream you dreaming, dog. Like I feel you, but they also hiring up the block if you know what I'm saying, at the gas station, you know what I mean? You might want to think about it.
Work at that store that's everything's like $5.
Something, man, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm with you, man. It is a weird proposition to just like be like, oh yeah, because that's how I got caught up with the dude in Atlanta, where it was like he put me on the spot, and I was like, well, I ain't got but $2. He's like, oh yeah, I'll take that. I was like, all right, well, here's $2 for this.
God, damn, like,
yeah, like damn, man, shit, like
respect that you're doing this, but there's a better like. This is a strong arm situation. Now you can't stop. Like
you're really just getting robbed.
You should just break out into an all-out sprint. You should just keep running as fast as you can away from that block. Hollywood Boulevard in general. It's just
that would be a funny like one of them live YouTube pranks where like you just every time one of those guys run up on you just no, I don't want to hear it.
Dude, I wonder if they're even out there now. Like, but also what's funny about like on Hollywood Boulevard where they do it is that like 90% of the people that are walking there are just like foreign people who literally don't speak English. So you're just like stopping some person that is just like, oh, what?
Oh man, I just think I mean, hey man, if you want to be a rapper, man, you need to try to do it like Soulja Boy. Get on the internet, man. Don't be like, what is somebody on the streets gonna do for you?
Yeah, some housewife who just is buying your mixtape because she's afraid of you.
I don't know. It's funny, man. It's the most hilarious thing ever. But I mean, I have heard good mixtapes now. I'm not gonna sit there.
I'm telling you that I wish we could remember that guy's name in Florida because we bought one at that 7-Eleven off that dude, and we put it in as a joke. And one track was just like straight.
It was only one track. No, I remember it was only one track. I think. I don't remember who it was though. Yeah, I couldn't.
He had like a crazy ass name, bro. It was.
I was about to say, dog. What's funny is that guy now is probably either locked up or just like a pastor at a church or something.
He's not rapping.
Yeah, he's definitely not a rapper. We know that. But so on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you rating Scruff McGruff's mixtape?
I mean, we're gonna put this into the episode, but I just gotta go to the. I'm gonna read. First off, I'm gonna read the track list. So this is a 2-sided mixtape. Mm-hmm. Track 1, side 1 is "Winners Don't Use." Hot. Track 2 is No. So that's he's just keeping it pushing with that.
I mean, that's almost like think about this though. Like winners don't use. So off rip, you know what I'm saying? He's coming in hot where he's just trying to tell you what type of time.
That's 1 minute though. Like, that's just 1 minute. That's
just the intro. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like on like, 36 Chambers and shit when like they're just like, bring the motherfucking ruckus, know what I'm saying? Like, and they just start getting hyped before the song starts. Like, that's how he kind of comes in on it low key. Like, he's just like, you a bitch ass motherfucker, you using out there, winners don't use. Scruff McGruff about to tell y'all about this shit here. But, he kills it with that. I give him that. And then no. Like, he should have flipped it. This literally
sounds like the most, if you just read this.
About mixtape, yeah.
Banger.
Winners don't use. No. Marijuana. Inhalants. Maybe that's a little weird. Cocaine
that's like some,
and crack. That's the name of one of the
shit.
songs. Cocaine and crack.
Bro. You know what we should do is try to modernize. I was about to say, just make mumble rap with all the titles of this. So, you know what I'm saying? So like no, you just like do a flip of that Jamaican song where they're just like no, and you be like, yeah, don't be messing with the McGruff up in here. You go get blasted. They gonna tell you at the front door. No. Be like, damn, and then cracking cocaine. You get Rick Ross. Rick Ross comes in on cracking cocaine with you, dude. Yo.
Dude,
Like,
listen to their side too, bro. Okay, Just Say No, Maybe Not. Smart Kids, that sounds like a cool song. Make Your Body Last, dude. That's like a stripper song, bro. I'll decide on my own. Like that's like the
Make Your Body Last.
I'm glad
it's like
I'm
a stripper song.
This is
I'm gonna tell you this.
Hot mixtape, bro. This is not what we think it is, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't listened to it all, but from what I've heard so far, and just from the titles and from what it is, it already is getting over a 5 in my book because it's one of the original mixtapes. It is a mixtape,
bro.
It is a mixtape. So off rip, you got to give him that. Now, where he starts losing points, though, is I did listen to a couple of the tracks, and deep into it, like I was just telling you, I feel like all of the beats are very repetitive, but it was the 80s, so I understand the candy shop real quick version of just going in there making some hot shit and then dipping out, you know what I mean, like Video Killed the Radio Store type of time era. So I get that shit, you know what I'm saying, but I kind of feel like if you listen to every song, it's literally him. We're gonna get into this too because this is just hilarious to me. I feel like the guy that recorded this was in the suit while he was recording it. Like, I don't think it was just some dude doing the voice, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this guy was dressed as McGruff because he was so in the character with the voice where it's just like, every song is exactly this.
I feel like what happened is, again, as with many, we've already discussed this with like movies and shit, and we could do this all day with movies from like the 80s and 90s where obviously the people that were making these things for kids were on massive amounts of like cocaine and drugs.
Oh, yeah.
So like the people that actually wrote and produced this song and in the studio, some guy got a call and was like, hey, we need to have like this McGruff shit. We need songs for this tape. So these like 3 cokehead producer, singer, like Whitney Bobby Brown situation, like we're in a studio just doing rails, coming up with, I think, how many tracks? 11 tracks about drugs.
But bro, like I was trying to tell you, man, every track is the same though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is a masterpiece, bro.
We're going.
This is a masterpiece.
We're not gonna listen to all these, but I gotta say that I thought Inhalants was probably, to me, one of my favorites. So let's just take a little listen to Inhalants real quick.
Learn a lesson so true. There's danger in inhalants.
I feel like I could talk
They can break you in two. So never sniff inhalants. Breathing them is really no thrill. Don't you know inhalants really can kill?
Don't do inhalants.
You'll be suffering pain.
Don't do inhalants.
They will damage your brain.
Don't do inhalants.
Cause it's really insane.
Mark is saying now.
Cause inhalants kill.
Hey, check it out. You just had yourself a glue OD, and those are pretty regular in my life, so you learned another lesson. Don't do too much glue, or your night sucks.
They have kids singing in the background.
Yeah.
Don't do inhalants.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Every song is the same. Like it's literally an 80s beat, and it's dun 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 dun. Don't do inhalants. Dun dun dun. It'll mess up your dreams. Dun 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 dun. It's not what it seems. Dun dun dun. Don't do the drugs, cause drugs is bad. Like everything is the same beat over and over again, man. They might add like, one or two little nuanced things or whatever, but the drum patterns are exactly the same. The music is exactly the same. Like they keep doing everything over and over again. Like it literally is 11 mixtapes of the same song over and over again. I mean, it's 11 tracks of the same song over and over again, bro. Like it's literally just, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like it's literally just like, don't do that drug, it'll kill your life. Boom, and then he just like sings. What, like I said, it's funny because I know this guy had to be in the Scruff McGruff outfit, and it's literally just like, don't do it. It's like, why is he doing the voice so good? That's the best part about it all. The Scruff McGruff's voice is like if your dad tried to do a funny voice for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even that good of a cartoon voice at all.
It just sounds like the guy that's like right as he's about to like push a turd out, like, ah!
Yeah, like,
it's just basically like, stuck in that.
Kids don't smoke the weed, marijuana.
I mean, but also this is dangerously close to that White Line song.
Ticket to ride, White Line Highway. Tell all your friends they can go my way. Pay your toll, sell your soul. Pound for pound, costs more than gold. The longer you stay, the more you pay. My white lines go a long way, either up your nose or through your vein, with nothing to gain except killing your brain.
Like if you listen to White Lines by Grandmaster Flash, like it's essentially the same song. It's basically
the 80s, dog.
Like
they just probably even went to the guy that made that song and was like, hey, we need that exact same song again, but Scruff McGruff's gonna rap over it and talk about not doing drugs with kids. Like, oh, okay. But my thing is just like, I just wanted it to be more variances to the song. Like what if Scruff McGruff just came in on some fly shit on
McGruff,
one?
bro. Like he isn't out there
like,
trying to make the best music. He's out there just
bro.
Like,
think about this. I'm just saying, like, think about this though, bro. If like, you know, he has all this little poppy shit that he has. That's the thing. Like he tries to stay in the poppy lane with all the songs. But what if he just had like a hella emo one where the beat just drops and he's just like, yo, a young dog born in a litter of 10. My mama caught up in the drugs. She do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd be like rapping like Eminem or something on it. You'll be like, damn, Scruff McGruff there going in, dog. Oh, hold on, my bad.
Maybe
like
there is more. Maybe there's another one. It's like one where he raps like Common in the like, you know, later on when he's playing his left.
Oh, you gotta make sure you do the voice. Imagine being in a rap battle with Scruff McGruff. He just, yo, you whack because you out here doing drugs. You need to stop. You don't want to be a thug. Like, oh, damn, Scruff. Get him, Scruff.
Yo, motherfucking McScruff, McGruff, spin, motherfucker.
Just imagine you got flamed on the streets, like I said, like you about to roll up a blunt, Scruff McGruff, and just slap it out your hand.
Yo, man,
get out of here.
It's like that video.
What's wrong with you, kids?
What is that video we used to watch in that rap battle where the guy's like,
when Freeway loses to Cassidy,
play the beat, son. He's like, no beat, son.
When Freeway loses to Cassidy, you mean the greatest Philly legend video of all time, where Cassidy literally flames Freeway for like 20 fucking bars, and then Freeway comes in and just raps the most nonsensical thing you ever heard, and stops and says, man, I don't know, man. I think I need some music, man. Put a beat on or something real quick. Nah, no beat. Straight gutter, straight raw. Spit, man. No. And it was like, man, just tell him he lost, bro. Like, just stop rapping, man. It's over. Like, you lost, man. Shout out to Freeway though, because you know what, man, mad love for Freeway. He's been through a lot, and I'm glad to see he's doing well. So
just the DJ straight turned on. I'm so hard. No,
I mean that was just like their homie, man. Like they were in like the lobby of like a studio or something, and like the dude was just like their boy was like, nah. Like I just thought it was funny that dude got to somehow override them and just be like who put you in charge of this battle? Like, on, man. Yeah, it's like ain't no beat. But I mean, like for what he was saying though, like legitimately, like Freeway, it's like, dog, you lost because we're in the lobby of a studio. Like ain't no beat, like ain't no speakers out here, bro. Like what are you talking about? Put a beat on, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we're rapping, dog. Like you lost, man. It's over. But Scruff would have straight flame Freeway right there. I was about to
say, he probably would have gotten in too. I mean,
that's a hard rap name, first off. Scruff McGruff, that's a hard rap name, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just off the rip.
I mean, again, This guy in the 80s was talking about crack cocaine. So I think we all know what his shit was all really about.
I'm giving his mixtape a 7.2.
I mean,
Yeah.
have I heard better mixtapes? Obvious, yes. Is this a great find now? I've never heard this. So having found this at the age of 37, I mean, kind of adds to
Yeah.
it. So I'll give it an 8 just because just the crack cocaine song, the inhalant song, and just the obvious, he was dealing drugs. This guy was in schools dealing.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
with
I feel
substance.
like
This is the
this
movie
would
The
be,
Substitute, dude. That's what this is.
yeah. I mean, it would be awesome to just like somebody did take on the persona of Scruff McGruff now as a rapper. Like, I don't know if they would have to look like a dog or not, but just be like anti-drug, but they just are like hella gangster though still. So like anytime they get on a rap song, they would be like the anti-drug element, and then you just be on a song with like Rick Ross. So like, Ross is like talking about selling white and all that, and then you just are, the goody guy in the song that comes through and is like, I was about all that, you know what I'm saying? But you could, you know what I mean? Like Scruff McGruff just go in there, be laying it down, trying to tell the kids the right way to be, man. He might change the game, bro. Who knows?
He's like that.
You just gotta get you just have to get the street guys to embrace him, you know what I mean? That's how it would work.
He's not anti-violence. He's just anti-drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
he's still like he's like a hip hop dude, but like, he's out there in them streets, man. Because Scruff McGruff was out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? And he was out there catching you if you was doing wrong. He, I remember he had to join we call a snitch line to stop doing crime line.
See, that's the only thing. He was pro snitch, so I don't know how the rap community is gonna be about that, but. I mean, Waka Flocka, he's a vegan. He's like somewhat anti.
Bro. T.I. did them Crime Stopper videos. Everybody's been riding him for the last 2 weeks about it on Instagram and shit about how I guess he's in a battle with like a Future or somebody, and when he got caught with all them guns, one of his things of his probation was to have to shoot them Crime Stopper videos to keep him going to jail. So everybody's been trying to clown him on that. And he's like, man, the hell yeah, I did that shit. He's like, I ain't tell nobody to go out there and snitch on somebody ain't do nothing wrong. He's like, but if you a regular person and they shooting up your block, you should call the police. Like, that's what they there for. I was like, yeah, to a degree. I mean, hell yeah, if you ain't selling crack and somebody out there selling crack and you don't want them to be, I mean, I don't want people doing that on my block. You know what I'm saying?
I got to imagine, like, rappers are entertainers, bro. Like, it's not like all these actors in Hollywood are out here like huge fucking tough guys that act, that are like, it's not like Bruce Willis is out here like punching people in the stomach and shit.
Bruce Willis is crawling through an air duct as we speak right now about the fucking
probably
save
doing
the world yet again.
Probably eating vegan yogurt and shit somehow, and
Yeah, I was about to say. He's probably not even, he's probably just laying somewhere butt-ass naked on a beach, more than likely.
I mean, shout out to Bruce Willis, naked someplace on a beach, just dick out.
I'm telling you, man. That's what he does.
Like weird, like artistically, he's bald, hairless, so it's just like a giant penis with a penis out of it. Weird.
I mean, hey, man. You get it how you live, bro. He's just trying to get some vitamin D out there in the sun, bathing, you know what I mean? When you got it like that, that's all you do. That's what you do when you get rich, bro. You calculate shit that don't matter. Like, that's why, like, rich housewives be, like, getting all that organic shit and stuff, because they don't got nothing else to worry about, so they just got to give themselves problems to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, is this a wild caught 7 because I can only have such and such and such? It's like somebody that's broke as fuck, they don't have them issues. You know what I'm saying? They just be like, oh, thanks, something to eat, you know what I'm saying? They don't be sitting there analyzing.
Hey, what's cheapest?
Right. Is this spinach housed within local parameters, or is it more going to be sourced from overseas? I would love to know about the spinach. Like, we have something to eat? Cool. Like, 2 totally different mindsets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like Bruce Willis is on that high sedity shit where, he wonder what new gold flakes to put on his Ferrari and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think he worry about. I could be wrong, though. Maybe Bruce is really eating
Dude.
spaghetti sauce every day and just,
Bruce Willis is about to slap the fucking taste out of your mouth, dude.
already got to fight Ice Cube and Busta Rhymes, man. Like, I can put another one on
I
the
can't
list,
help
dude.
you, dude. I can't help you with these fucking
Matt,
reckless.
we're talking about
come out.
these guys at their age and weights now as they stand on today's ground. Like, I'm ready for them, bro.
Well,
Like,
I'm
just
ready
bro.
to.
We're not talking about NWA Ice Cube. You can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? This isn't NWA Ice Cube, bro. And I'm not gonna fight fair.
Yeah,
either.
but what if
You know
he's
what I'm saying?
like, you don't know what. See, here's the thing you're thinking. Like, yeah, he's gotten older. You know, he's weakened physically, but an older man is also a wiser man. So you don't know what Ice Cube's doing. He might have been taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 20 fucking years, and you get in there trying to mix it up, and then he just fucking slaps you in the throat and chokes you unconscious.
Man,
So-
or I might just choke the shit out of him, bro. I might just go
Guys,
crazy
Ice-
and just fucking see straight red and just fucking
Ice
go
Cube,
all out,
Mr.
bro.
Mr. Cube.
What about that? What about that element? The
Mr.
straight
Cube.
rage within my soul that I would love to unleash on just anyone. And if it's him, then I mean, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd hate for it to be another fellow brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I got nothing but love for you, Ice Cube. It's not like I'm saying I want to fight you. I'm just saying that because the scenario was presented either through my reckless talking or through Matt's ramblings. The scenario was presented, and now that it's there, I cannot back down. Simply because I am a man of honor.
Man. You can be fucking.
As a man of
Ice
honor,
Cube.
I say this. As a man of honor, I say this. I seek no violence against my brother.
Hey,
I am my
I'm
brother's
going
keeper.
to just go
That's
ahead
what
and
I
let
say.
you know before we're in this right now, so I can't do it, but I'm going to insert an apology to Ice Cube in this so that you don't get killed. I'm going to be fine. And also I'm
I
going to
just feel like you have too much respect for Ice Cube is what I feel like.
Ain't Life Funny Podcast would like to apologize to Ice Cube personally for the spicy talk of Aaron Austin.
I mean, I have
the man
respect for
is
Ice
a
Cube.
Success. He's an innovator. He is.
All praises.
Successful in
Praises,
many artistic lanes. He's also started basketball. He's an entrepreneur.
All praises due.
you
But what's
know,
up with them hands, though?
I
What's up
don't.
with them hands, though?
I can't with the.
But in that same vein, though, I feel like Bruce Willis could get it too. Honestly, I'd be a little bit more afraid of Bruce Willis than any of those other two guys.
I feel like Bruce Willis would just like crack you and like he just like sucker.
I feel like
punch
Bruce Willis is still probably doing jujitsu or some shit. Like Bruce
You
Willis
think?
probably does wake up. I feel like he probably wakes up and does like some fucking yoga. Like I said, ass naked on the beach. He just makes like his yoga trainer look at his dick and he's just like, yeah, that's just how I live, shorty. Like it is what it is. And then his karate trainer comes, like his jujitsu trainer comes, and he makes him look at his dick too. And it's just like,
when you
we
say
gotta
he
roll.
makes him look at it, are you saying
Like-
like he just is
like they
naked
walk
and
in,
it just is what it is,
like-
or he's like you have to look at my dick the whole
like
time?
like when they come in, he says, "Oh, good morning, Adam. You ready to do jujitsu? Say hello to my dick first, and then let's get started." And then he says, "Hello, Bruce Penis," and then they start.
Hello, Bruce's penis.
Yeah, then they start wrestling. So that's how it goes.
Jesus.
I just feel like Bruce Willis is
I feel
about that life.
also let's just insert
He's
an
about that life.
allegedly in there because I don't think I don't think he does it, but you know. he
Okay.
could.
I mean, how do you envision, an
Bruce
A-list
Willis?
such as Bruce living like that? Like, what do you see going on?
I
Because
mean,
isn't he with like a hottie first off as for a wife, if I'm not mistaken?
you
Or
know,
he used to
I
be?
don't know. I'm not going to look it up because that's kind of par for the course with this podcast.
Yeah.
Where we just don't really educate ourselves. We just
Yeah,
talk
for
stuff.
sure. Why would we?
And this is what I think a day in the life of Bruce Willis, at least a morning is for Bruce Willis. He gets up, he's woken by some sort of like English, like butler type, like, hello, sir, like something like
So not a French maid.
no.
I see
it's
him more
not-
French maid. See,
No,
I see him more.
he
French maid.
doesn't need that
Okay,
because
I'm with it.
he's-
I'm with it.
So picture he's in Malibu, beautiful, like
Mhm.
one of those houses where all the walls are like glass. So you can
Glass,
see
right,
everything,
right,
you
right,
know?
and it's just waves and white sand.
So
and
yeah,
shit and mountains
Butler
and
hit the
shit.
button.
Okay,
The blinds like robotically move. He like gets up out of bed. The bed's like recessed, so he gets up and he.
I mean, you're not rich if you don't have that. If you like a poor,
This
like
is-
you're poor, if you have a big window and you got to pull the shit back yourself, like it's like get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
bro.
if you
Get your
got enough
poor
money,
ass
you could stay
out
at
of
a
Malibu.
Holiday Inn with this. Like, this is nothing.
Yeah,
like, I'm
bro.
just,
Yeah,
this is it.
Exactly. So
So-
he definitely has the button curtains. I'm with you.
So he
I
gets
agree.
up. He's ass naked, of course. He's
That's
naked.
it, man. I'm saying there's nudity in this some way because I just know if I'm living like that, dick's out, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I might have like something. I might have like some underwear on, but doubtful. I'm naked. So he gets up. He's like, the guy hands him like just like a water, like one of those like really fancy bottled waters, something nice. And then he looks down.
Them
and
bowls. Them
there's
boss
like-
waters.
Yeah, like something like that. Or even something even
Bosses.
more where it's like a blue bottle that you don't even know. It's just glass. And you're like,
It's like
wow,
that ain't.
what is
He just
that?
got like the water boy water from a
Yeah.
glacier.
Yeah.
Just naturally
Exactly.
cold, wrapped up in a little little velvet.
It's like flown in from a glacier directly to his house. So he's drinking that.
What does he
then-
say when he drinks his glacier water? Maybe something like, as the world melts away to quench my thirst, some
No.
shit like that, or
He just
Like-
looks out and he looks at a mirror and he just goes, looking good, Bruce. Looking real looking good. Something like that.
yeah,
Like
I can see that.
And
I
then,
can see
but
that.
also he's full body mirror. He's looking at himself, but then he says that to himself, like he makes eye contact with himself and says that, and then he looks down at his dick and makes eye contact with his dick, and he's like, "It's gonna be a good fucking day today, bud." It's over, and there's like 6 chicks, take your pick. It's like a bag of Skittles of women. It's just every flavor, every
You
size.
think that Bruce at his developed age can handle a
Here's
bed
the
of
thing.
6 women?
But back in the day, probably even like 10 years ago, he probably couldn't do this. But now Bruce is on like some sort of testosterone replacement therapy where he's like peak level Bruce. He's just older. So hard.
Well, that
dick,
brings up
all that.
it brings up a funny story I read this morning
Oh
where
God. Is
apparently
this about Bruce Willis's dick?
this is actually a mini conspiracy that goes throughout all major. They go they get this.
Conspiracy time.
Play
That goes
it.
throughout all professional sports leagues, Matthew.
No.
Check this.
Oh,
Apparently, Chad Ochocinco himself
no. Okay.
has said out of his own mouth that he played every game in the NFL on Viagra. So while he was catching touchdowns,
Hard.
Chad Johnson had a raging boner the entire game.
Wow.
He claims, and apparently other athletes claim this as well, that the drug, I guess I forget the name of it, the actual drug in Viagra, opens up the blood vessels so that you can get more oxygen to fatigue muscles and you can perform better during high, performance activities and stuff, such as sports. And there's no drug test for it, and it's not illegal. But mad major league dudes said they did it. Mad cycling dudes were saying they were doing it. Chad Ochocinco apparently just was ready to, if he didn't catch a touchdown, he would probably hold you down and.
That's what I'm saying. Also, the added
dick on
benefit
you.
of doing it, you have more endurance, and then the guy who's going to tackle you looks down and just sees a fucking rod just hanging off. He's like, oh, he just misses the tackle again. This is crazy. Ochocinco cannot be killed.
The whole plot of the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, dude, was that this girl gets a sex change and gets an enormous dick and doesn't know how to operate with it, so she keeps knocking shit over. Well, he now keeps knocking things over with his dick, and one of the things he knocks over is this self-heating cup into a trash can that burns Larry's store to the ground. So that's like how it all unfolds at the end. It's like this dude got a sex change and a huge dick knocks over a cup that lights the entire place on fire. And it's just like I just see Chad Ochocinco just catching a touchdown as some guy is like jumping underneath him, getting like clotheslined by a huge dick. It's like getting knocked in the air.
Fucking jump into the crowd after he scores a touchdown and poke somebody's fucking eye out or some shit.
But what I'm curious about though is, does that actually work? They were saying in the article I read, which, you know,
I mean, that's the science of Viagra. Whatever the drug is, it opens up
Yeah.
blood vessels, which is why you get a hard dick. But in terms of giving you more, like, was he just taking like a regular dose of Viagra?
apparently, yeah, man.
I mean, it could, because I mean, we only know it as a dick pill. It's not like somebody was going out there testing it
Right.
to not get it. Like, they were like,
Right.
damn, I got this hard dick, but let me go see if I can run a 40 real quick.
Yeah, if I can slam dunk this
Like-
basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
Oh.
man, I don't know, bro. To me, though, it's just like, I feel like they tried to play Chad Johnson a little bit, because the way that article read at first, it was kind of like he was taking Viagra to just be like rubbing up on some football ass along the line. But they said, like, they made it sound like Chad Johnson takes Viagra before every game. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like he was saying he did it, you know what I mean? Like, because it was supposed to
Sure.
make you play better. But I mean, maybe he
Sure,
was
Chad.
like,
Sure.
I mean, slap ass.
Yeah.
Hey, man, slap ass, man. Like, so you never know, but hey, that shit had me dying laughing. But speaking of celebs and all of our hypotheticals and whatnot, we've slandered the name of Bruce Willis now, and I do apologize. As
I
well,
don't
too, Ice
necessarily think, I'm saying that I gave him props because in my world,
I feel
Bruce
like I
Willis
did,
was
too.
waking up to a delicious glacier water, pussy
Yeah.
for days, and I didn't even get to the breakfast that he's going to eat. We don't need to.
What is he
cover
going
it.
to eat?
I mean, it's all like he gets a liquid juice. Maybe
Oh,
one
man.
of he gets some great. Like, this is a very bohemian life he's living. He's being fed grapes
See,
and different.
I just thought he would
assortments
just
of,
like be
yeah.
eating like some pancakes and grits and
Oh.
eggs.
That's post fuck Willis. That's when he gets. That's when you get the greasy spoon shit.
Oh,
It's
man.
like, you know, it's a very.
I find it funny how many people don't know what grits are, dude. You know how many people used to come into the place I work and be like, "What's grits?" I'll be like, "Man, you know what fuck grits is, dude? Like, what type of life you living, man? Like, come on now, it's fucking, you know,
I
fucking
mean,
shit, man. It's
you
fucking
can't
wheat,
get them
wheat
unless you
oatmeal."
go to a diner out here, and if you go most of the time, they
Yeah.
don't have them.
I was about to say, I guess they don't exist out there. People didn't really fuck with it, but you know, that's I'm from Virginia, so we got everything though.
This is gonna sound gross, but we went to this barbecue place and they had grits with blue cheese in them.
Oh, I can see that.
Oh,
I like blue
dude.
cheese.
I do too.
Yeah, I like blue cheese. Yeah, so.
So,
Hell yeah.
Fat people talk. Fat people talk.
Yeah, right. But I was trying to segue us into our final topic of you were saying Johnny Depp was getting
this is a
caught up in a
good
libel case.
segue. I'm gonna just give you props on the segue because
yeah, I had to apologize to my former celebs first, and now going to this new
you
guy.
didn't
that I'm
really
about to talk
apologize. You
shit
didn't
about.
apologize to Ice Cube, so I'm gonna have to insert that.
All respect, all respect, but see me if you want.
But I can't wait for you to meet Ice Cube. You
I'm just gonna bitch out and just be like, Mr. Cube.
I do know. I'm gonna be like,
such a big fan.
Ice Cube. My buddy Aaron had a lot to say about you when we used to talk back.
Here's a clip from our podcast.
He's
Here's
dying.
A clip from our podcast I have teed up. Just so happens to always be teed up on my phone. Here you are.
Here's a YouTube video link. Just check this out real quick.
See, but that's how he's gonna find out about the podcast, Matt. That's what
hey,
you understand,
I'm good.
bro.
I honestly, dude,
I'm gonna get my ass kicked
you.
so that we can fucking succeed, bro. That's the plan, okay? If I gotta
think
fight
we're
Ice
just
Cube,
out. Is this podcast just about us offering ourselves up? And like, I've offered to have kinky sex for money already. You're gonna fight people.
Hey man, look, I'm the ultimate prize fighter, bro. Because like I'll fucking take on any dude. Like, if Tyson beats Roy Jones and he wants to just, if I don't know why he would want to fight me, but if there's a purse, I'm down to take the purse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to fight him.
God.
I don't want to fight Mike Tyson, but at this
Wow.
point, like, I need money to the point where it's like, hey, I'll fight you if you want, just so I can get some of that bread. Like, I'm down to fight like for the stimulus checks,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
Like if they were to just like have everybody square off and be like, you can get an extra stimulus check if you fight your neighbor and win, then you get their stimulus check. And
Oh, I'm all
let
about
out.
that. Your
That's what I'm saying.
neighbors?
Like,
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
I'm saying,
all
dude.
about that.
Like any person that you could beat in fisticuffs in a fair fight in the streets, you just get their stimulus check should be part of the new thing. Like I'd be down to just, square up with a couple of people out here. I've seen a couple of y'all looking like y'all slacking out here, and I think I could take you. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But it had to be a fair fight, though. Like it had to be no weapons, equal weight classes. Can't fight a girl and take hers. It got to be, two equal rivals in the field of battle. But some of y'all slacking out here is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So this is like
I need stimulus money.
Type shit. Got it.
Doesn't that sound like a? See, this is why I'm not a politician, because I would be pitching these ideas on Capitol Hill. They're like, so Mr. Austin, Representative Austin, what you're saying is you want people to physically assault each other over the stimulus check. Like, I just feel like it would solve a lot of problems, guys. There's a lot of tension going on right now.
I think so. It's like a release.
And I just feel like, yeah, you know what I mean? And there's also a reward at the end. And there's no consequence. Even if you lose, you won because you got to, get some rage out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's incentive, there's everything, bro. Because a lot of people are complaining right now about too many people getting unemployment and shit. Like, just imagine if you just got to fight one of those people and got some of that employment money. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
Yeah.
Square up.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Okay.
Make America hard, bro.
Speaking
America
of crazy,
gangster, bro.
Speaking of crazy,
right, exactly.
Johnny Depp. So Johnny Depp is in the midst of some kind of a bunch of shit. Apparently, so he was married to Amber Heard.
Mm-hmm.
Was accused of some sort of abuse by Amber Heard, I think.
From what I was understanding was that it was the people that, I forgot what company it was or whatever, that wrote the article about him abusing her, apparently got some of their facts wrong, and now he's suing the news company for libel about what they were saying that he supposedly did or did not do to his ex-wife.
Well, there's some really wacky shit with it, because there is some sort of audio recording where it's like them fighting, and I think Johnny Depp recorded it as proof that she was crazy, because these are just some of the facts that I read in association with this. Apparently, Amber Heard beat on Johnny Depp, like committed assault that way, which, to be honest, not really surprised. He doesn't look like he's tough in any way. He just
He's only like 5'5", bro.
He's a small
like
man.
Johnny Depp is,
Sure.
he's not big.
He's not
going
to fight anybody. So she beat his ass. I think somehow he lost like the tip of his finger in a fight. Like something was done where somebody found like, okay, so there's that. And then to add complete insult to just whooping this guy's ass, she shit in his bed as like a prank, like, hey Johnny, you bitch, like,
oh my
it's
god,
like some sort of like summer camp bully shit going on.
Oh my god. Well, I will say this: as much as I would fight Ice Cube for a prize purse, I would
Wait,
not
you
fight
didn't
Johnny
say
Depp.
Ice Cube. First of all, stop.
and
You
Mike
said
Tyson,
motherfucker.
I would go out there and take that fall, dude. Like, I'm down to get that check, but
Would
like,
you throw a punch, or would you just allow? No.
I would. People would
What if
know
he
they got gypped.
What if he made you?
I would talk so much shit before that fight started, bro. I would be big mouthing. I'd be in the fucking weigh-in, acting like I'm gonna jump his ass. You know what I'm saying? Fucking grab his bald head and shit. And then when the fight started, I'd go in there and stick my chin right into the first thing.
You
that
wouldn't
she
even
swings
throw
at.
though. If you're gonna take the hit anyway, you wouldn't throw at him.
Man, I could block it
Why?
and not still like I got knocked out. I would go up there and get blocked and knock out, bro, and just be like. They'd be like, he still got his hands up.
Have you
he's
seen
fine.
the video of him training right now?
That's why I'm only taking one. That's why I'm
He
only
would
taking
not.
one, bro.
You couldn't block anything. He would break
Man,
your arms.
That's what
if
I'm
you
saying.
blocked.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He could literally swing at anything, and I'm going down. I'd be like the air. I'd be like, y'all, the force of the air from the punch was so strong, I couldn't withstand, and I died. I'm sorry. I died for all of 10 seconds right there. They'd be like, yo, get your ass out of here, man. Take this money and leave. I'd be so pissed. I'd be all the worst fight ever.
That just walked out, but he like walked to the ring and just walked away because it was some like bullshit with the fight. But like there's footage of this guy walking up, about to get in the ring, and then he just goes, and just
Yeah,
walks
man.
back.
I would give them the show. I would step in the ring. I would man up enough to act like I'm a
I
fighter.
just
But
feel
like, I
like
said,
if
right
you
when it
have
gets
the
to that point,
mentality to get knocked out, like you know you're gonna get knocked out. Like, why not? If you're gonna give him the show, just
I feel
go in
like-
and just go like because he's gonna go. He's gonna immediately start trying to.
I feel like you'll get it worse. I feel like if you open up even a
He's
little
gonna
bit
knock
to
you out with
swing,
one
you're gonna
shot
just.
anyway.
I feel like he'd be he'd feel like disrespected by the fact you even tried to hit him, so he'd hit you even harder. Like right when he had that little like extra thought, should I put some sauce on it? He'd be like, "Oh, he tried to hit me. Put the sauce on it." Blah, and just extra
I mean,
drop
either
you.
way,
So.
you're going to the hospital, bro. So
But what I
I'll be
was
there.
saying though,
I'll be there to hang out.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I've been out before. I'm down to take that dream nap. Is all I'm saying. Like I need to check that. But what I'm saying though is, as much as I would take these prize fights, I would not take a prize fight against Johnny Depp because it sounds like more than anything right now, he just needs a hug and like some companionship.
No.
Like this woman beat his ass and shit in his bed and cut his finger off, dude. Like,
and
he
if you
needs
hear
love.
like the audio
He
of
needs-
the tape is like her like he's like sitting there, like if you're recording something, you're just kind of like trying to egg the other person on to get,
Right.
he's trying to get what he wants out of it. So she's like, oh, I hit you, Johnny, you fucking pussy. She's like he's like, yeah, you hit me right in the face. And she's like, oh, did I fucking hit you? I didn't even hit you. Okay, I hit you, but it wasn't that hard, you fucking puss. Like, shit
Oh my
like that, where it's
God.
like, dude, like, and then.
See,
just-
this speaks to a
here's
bigger
the thing,
problem though.
Here's the crazy shit. Like, that guy has, I'm sure, fucked the cream of the crop of women his whole life. He's been famous his
Right.
whole life. So, like, the fact that he would put up with that with anybody is crazy to me, is one thing. That just immediately erase that. That's fine. He's a dude. It happens. People get caught up in crazy relationships. He's not immune to that. But
Right.
then you hear these things like he has all these bills for wine, and like he spends like $90 million on wine a year, and he's just like living like Hunter S. Thompson, like on drugs constantly. And shit.
Right.
And maybe that is what it is. Like he lived with Hunter S. Thompson to like do research for a role, and maybe that cracked his head. So like for the rest of his life, he's been living like that. But what happens in Hollywood where if you get to like Johnny Depp's age, some people are like Tom Hanks and they just are the same like thing the whole time, and some people are like Johnny Depp where every once in a while they'll keep it together long enough to go to a premiere, but everything else is like a dumpster fire. It's like pictures of him.
You know what
looking
his
like
problem
fake
is?
and shit.
Well, I think what his problem is, bro, is twofold. First off, the situation he was in with that woman is kind of a fucked up thing as a man to be in anyways for any man. Because, like, if you're with a chick that is physically abusive to you, as a man, society's already kind of like,
Pussy.
you know what I'm saying? Like, get your girl in order. But it's like, if your girl is hitting you and then you hit her back, like, you're going to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, she's going to sell it to the police that you didn't just hit her, but you basically knocked her head off. You know what I'm saying? And, like, in anyways, you shouldn't be hitting a woman regardless. But, like, it's just a tough situation for any man. But, like, in his case especially, he's recording her. She could easily be recording him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, that's just going to, like, hurt his reputation. But then, like, his second problem is that I think he wasn't getting no hits in Hollywood for a while. So he wasn't like really hot on the scene. So he was kind of just like you said, doing like just chilling, and because he's still rich. Like he's been in famous enough movies that he has enough money that he never has to work.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Pirates of
So,
the
like,
Caribbean, bro.
I'm saying like he never has to work. He never has to work again. So like the fact it's like DMX, same thing. Like DMX made enough money and like has enough royalty bread where like you see him smoke crack and you're just like, damn dog, like why do people keep giving this shit to him? You know what I'm saying? But it's like because DMX has millions of dollars, so like you can just if he want to buy crack, he can buy. Somebody gonna sell it to him. You know what I'm
And
saying?
also,
Like, that's
he's
what
so
Johnny Depp's
famous
problem is.
that if he does need to make money, he can do an appearance, and people still, for some reason, like want to see DMX in the conditioning thing, and he'll make money off that to fund.
And Johnny Depp. And anything else. You know
Well,
what I'm
here's
saying?
the
Like,
crazy
all
thing
that
about
shit.
Johnny Depp. Like Johnny Depp's about to be Joker in because Tim Burton's making another Batman movie, and Johnny Depp's going to be Joker in it. So his career is about to skyrocket.
Same, bro.
Like he's untouchable.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he's already reached every pinnacle anyways. Like, I think for him, shit's just boring now. So, like, it probably was fun messing with that chick. You know what I mean? At
I
first,
think
where it was
that's
just
what
like,
it is. Like, he
you know
did
what I
it as
mean?
like a rush, but now it's like, this is way
Yeah,
out of hand. Like,
exactly.
he's not paying
You know what I
attention
mean?
to shit. He's at the level where, you know, he doesn't even check to see that he's getting the money he's owed. Like, if I did a job,
Right.
I'd be like, where's the fucking money at if I didn't get it? But he does like a movie and he just gets a
Right.
check for some like insane amount of money, and some guy takes it and disperses it to everybody that gets it, and he never sees it. So if somebody's embezzling money or fucking him out of his money, or he's just abusing his money and he's not aware of it. You know, that's
Telling you,
so
bro.
crazy to be that
I
rich.
feel like
You can't fuck it up.
there's mad people. It's funny. I was just thinking about this the other day. It's mad people that because they've come in contact with someone that's so great or so loved that they're hot too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was looking at Skip Bayless or whatever the other day, First Take, not First Take, but Undisputed, and they had Eric Mangini coming on there talking about Bill Belichick. And I'm just like, it's crazy. Bill Belichick is such a famous ass football dude that the guy that used to work for you and beat you like 1 or 2 times in a football game now gets to come on show TV every week on every different show and be like the mind of Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if they want to know the mind of Bill Belichick, they would just ask him, but he don't give a fuck because he's like, that's what makes him
It's
who
crazy
he is. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the guy that they picked to talk to, though, because Eric Mangini, like, I'm sure
It's
he
not
was
that
okay
good.
on the Patriots, but yeah, as a coach in general, he sucked. Like, he was not good. As a coach
Right.
himself, he couldn't do it. Now, he was
There's
a
mad
coach
people
for
like
the
that.
Browns, but, you know.
Like Michael Jordan, bro. There's people that just because they knew Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, they kind of worked hand in hand, but like Mike Jordan got mad money because of Spike Lee, and Spike Lee got mad money because of Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, them two together, like on them ads and all that, like it was like a magical thing. I mean, you can name mad people like that, bro. Like, I mean, honestly, this is the craziest one of them all. Fucking Donald Trump is really a product of Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? Because like Donald Trump really got famous or whatever, starting off on Twitter by attacking Barack Obama and stuff, and trying to be like, you know, he ain't from America and all that. And then through trolling him, all the people started becoming a fan of him, you know what I'm saying? And then he started getting enough power to like actually start a political following. So like it's just wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people get famous off of your fame, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what happened with Johnny Depp too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of got caught up with this chick where because he's such a big time character or whatever, and he is who he is, now his fame is almost like a detriment to him because she can use that as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And like, I mean, I'm sure there's mad people in Hollywood like that, bro, where it's literally just like people got rich off of them or like stole money from them in ways where if the truth were to even come out, it's so embarrassing to them that they can't even really let it happen. So they just got to be like, well, that person just walked away with 20 mil, and you know what I mean? I should have been paying more attention. But if I let the news come out, everybody gonna be like, it's gonna be a scandal, whereas I can just take the L. And I mean, that's really what's fucked up about the judicial system, bro, is a lot of that's how like Epstein and shit was getting away with a lot of shit where it was like you can pay the settlement money so that the information doesn't really get leaked as to everything that happened in the case. You know what I mean? Like you could do some heinous shit, but if
Well, I
somebody
think like when you make them when you pay a settlement, part of the deal is like you have to sign this deal that you don't talk about it in public.
right.
So you
Exactly.
basically it's just like paying to be like, hey, we're gonna continue doing this shit. Thanks.
Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, we fucked you over, but here's a check and shut your ass up about it, and we're gonna go get the next person like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really why you shouldn't take a settlement. But I mean,
The
if
Johnny
you
Depp
know,
thing
I
though, it
would.
just shows you how crazy Hollywood is because it's like something where you're just in a bad. I was in a horrible relationship. Like I've been in them. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you think that you would be in that, but then like Johnny Depp is so fucking famous that somebody else who's super famous. I mean, Amber Heard's not like Michelle Pfeiffer or whoever you want to say, but like she's famous. You know,
Right.
like she's definitely somebody you would notice. So like you can basically threaten. The threat isn't even like you're gonna go to jail, motherfucker. It's just your reputation's fucked and you're not gonna work anymore. And so this whole
Right.
all this money that you spend on all this crazy shit. Like if Johnny Depp doesn't make any money right now, like nothing,
Right.
he doesn't get any money, his money's gonna run out if he just keeps. It's like you can't pay for 30 houses and
Right.
millions of dollars in wine.
Well, that's
If
why
that
he
stops, it's over.
well, I think that's why he went after that the publishers that were putting the stuff out there about him, because I think what was going on was that they, with no proof, were trying to say that the claim she was making about the abuse was substantiated. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's going after them because it's saying the same thing. It's his reputation, bro. It's like y'all didn't come and ask me, you know what I'm saying? Like my side of this, y'all just gonna go and print some shit, you know what I'm saying? And like Denzel Washington had a real powerful statement that's been on the internet. It's like a meme from a long time ago where he says the problem with the media nowadays is that everybody want to be first. They don't care if it's right, you know what I'm saying? And in the rush to being the first one with the story, you go out there and you hurt people because you're not being accurate, you know what I'm saying? And like, to me, what I find fucked up about our media is that they do that same shit, but not to the right people. Because it's like, why y'all not at, like I said, all these supposed pedophiles' doors, knocking on Hillary door, being like, yo, why somebody ain't, you know what I mean, asking you these questions one-on-one? Because like I said, me and you been alive for 30 plus years, bro, between me and you. And it's like, ain't nobody never accused me of doing no type of fucked up shit like that. So if there's an accusation out there and
I've
these
never
people
even known
exist,
anybody that's been accused of anything. I've never seen anything like
saying.
this. Like the only
I'm
thing
saying.
that I could say, like, as far as that goes, is that I mean, clearly that's. I mean,
it's at least worth asking
something
questions
so-
about.
Yeah, exactly. I think
You know what
with
I'm saying?
journalism, it's just a different thing now. It's not about integrity. It's about, like, even like journalism.
Just
now
putting
is-
information.
It's how many people come to you, as a
Right.
writer. Like, it's
Right.
not even about like what you've written or the quality of what you've written. It's just like, hey, how many Facebook followers do you have?
Right.
And then you can
And I
just be
mean,
some
really,
lunatic.
I'm about to say the real game in media nowadays, I mean, especially like journalism, is just the clicks. So it's not even really the information in the article, it's the article. Because like I can't tell you how many articles I've read where it's like the main headline is like, 300 people found in a sewer system, with rat blood or some crazy shit like that. And then it's like you start reading and it's like some bullshit of like the legend of the rat blood people in 1992 started because some homeless man one time smoked a cigarette of PCP. You know what I mean? And then like you'll be reading it, but like at the end of the day, like it was like 3 paragraphs of nonsense where you're just like, so are the rat people real or not? Like, why did somebody write this? You know what I mean? Because even that Johnny Depp article, that's kind of how that was. At the end of the article, it's really just kind of like they're like, well, more information to come kind of type of thing, but they're just like speaking on it, and it's like y'all really didn't inform me on this other than the fact that it's happening, but like what exactly?
You're not supposed to be able to do that. I mean, that's why he's suing them, because it is libel.
Right.
Like, you can't prove it. You can't like write the headline, Johnny Depp is a wife beater, and then just not like look into it at all.
Right. Or at least not get away with it consequence free though too, because like that's what I was saying about that shit last week with the pedophiles. The shit is like, if somebody's accusing you of that shit, somebody needs to at least go and come back with it, be like, yo, why is somebody saying this about you? You know what I'm saying? Like even in Johnny Depp's case, like if somebody said that about you, like at least run up on him and be like, why did somebody say that about you? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like everybody should be getting that benefit of the doubt. Like anything you're accused of, they should come right to your door with it and be like, yo, why somebody say that about you? You know what I'm saying? And then you can prove it or not. But in the proof or not proof, that's where we're gonna judge you. That's what I think should happen. But what you realize what really happens is, I was about to say, is that somebody says, yo, you beat your wife and now, or you raped somebody or whatever. Now it's like, yo, you're a rapist, you're a wife beater. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, that happens all the time.
Terrifying.
That one kid, remember that photo of that kid or that video where there was like a white kid and then like some Native American dude was like screaming in his face, and everyone jumped to the conclusion that these like white kids were like fucking with these Native American protesters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? This was this thing.
I don't think
But
I ever
it
saw
ended
that.
up being that it was just like the photo was intense. It's like a Native American guy like screaming, and this white kid just kind of looks like has a douchey like smarmy white kid look on his face. But like the kid, they were just like not really. And I think maybe they even had red hats, but it wasn't like Make America.
I remember that.
I don't know.
I don't remember
Whatever.
that.
Like it was painted that these kids were assholes, but it wasn't the case. Like they just posted an article like these kids are fucking turds. Like, they're the biggest pieces of shit, but they, you know, it was a lie. They basically put out fake news. But that kid who was like the kid in the photo is about to get like every last bit of money for that. So like,
oh, you know what? I did hear
Yeah.
about that part of the case,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, I didn't know that's exactly. I didn't know it was about
That's
that
what
Indian
that
thing.
is,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
all the money, like hundreds of millions of dollars, because
did hear
of this
about that.
exact thing. Because the other thing I think that comes with journalism now, like there's journalism like back in the day where like they exposed like the Watergate shit. You know, they did real shit and looked into it, and like in terms of politicians, like held their feet to the fire and were like, you guys are doing things that it's not right. You know,
You
so there was
voted on
that.
this. Here's the article. Here's where you voted in, you know, Congress right here. Like, why'd you do that? You know
It
what I mean?
became about ratings and views, and now it's about clicks and likes. So you said in an earlier episode or at some point, or maybe just a conversation we had, like news agencies have like lists of what news to cover. Like it's already there. They're like, cover these stories.
It's just a website. I forgot the name of the website, but it's literally a website you go to with every pertinent news thing you can report on the day.
Yeah.
And they just pick from there.
And also wherever you're working, they obviously have a bent towards possibly like a different side of that story, and a Democrat or Republican or whatever. So I feel like if there are journalists that have integrity, probably don't have the most likes because they're not willing to report on these bullshit. You know, they probably have some integrity and are saying, I'm not going to put my name on this because I haven't put any, there's no time to do the research. Let me do the research. But then there's some asshole that's like, I'll do it. You know, and they're the ones that are just like, this guy's an asshole and this is why. And then you read the story and it's just unsubstantiated bullshit, or like tweet.
Well, you know,
no, you can't
part of my
that.
problem, dude, with any of that shit too is, let's say that you are like a crazy radical journalist, and you write something that's so radical that people have a problem with it. They just instantly discredit you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy that's been on Joe Rogan's podcast all the time. I think his name is like Graham Hancock or something like that, right? But he's like, he was a journalist and he's not even an archaeologist, but he started looking at the ancient ruins of like Egypt and was like, man, the story that they're telling people ain't really adding up because the Sphinx supposedly is older and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that people, you know, that conspiracy guys or whatever you want to call it, or just like people that are in the ancient history always talk about, that, you know, this civilization is way too advanced for how old you're saying it is. You know what I mean?
But he had science to prove it, and like different kinds of science and shit.
Right, but he goes and gets scientists to back him up. And what they did for that guy, literally the whole entire archaeologist community, all the Egyptologists were just like, nah, you full of shit. You don't got no credibility. Everyone you talk to is wrong too. What we said is what we said. And that's in every field though, dude. That's medicine, that's politics, that's, you know, money, everything. Because like if you just wanted to say, like, even when you go to college, like that's what college to me is really about, is like you go to school to get indoctrinated in the establishment. Because if you were to really go there and it was like a real liberal arts place, you would go in there and question everything in the establishment and like have free thought where you would say, what if we lived in a world with no money? How would we operate? How would that look? Or a crimeless world, or an ultimate crime world? Like how would we work our minds to solve these problems? Like that's what I feel like the question should be going on in college, but instead they're going, the answer to question 1 is A, the answer to question 2 is B. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's
even in an
opening their
art
mind,
school, dude. Even in that film school we went to, that's all it was, which is why it's
do this
to pay for. It's like, come on, figure this out. Like, it's got to be a better way. That's, you're totally
or
right
like,
about that.
well, like, yeah, can we try to do the unseen? Like, that's what the problem. Like, people always, to me, want to sit back and blame the youth and be like, oh, the kids today, they don't care about nothing. That's like, no, you're not challenging them because they've already seen all these things. Like, look, just even our generation, dude. Like, from the time, like me, I was born in 88, you was born in the 80s, right? So from the time we were kids, the height of our childhood thought was, damn, if I could just get a fucking Ninja Turtle, dog, and some motherfucking, like some creepy crawlers and a motherfucking like Super Soaker, I'd be the happiest kid on earth. And a Nintendo, dude, man, like what the fuck? Like you'll be cracked out as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you go, because there were some kids that had all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I wasn't the richest kid growing up. So like, you know, I had some of it, but like you would go to some kid's house They got the big super soaker. They got all the wrestling characters. They got the fake ring. You know what I'm saying? They got the fucking
They got
Ninja
a
Turtles. They got
pool and shit.
right. Like to me, this is how I knew somebody was balling as a kid was when you had the toy action figures and the bad guys. Because I had all the good guys, but I didn't have all the bad guys. Like I ain't had Shredder and Bebop and all of them. You know what I'm saying? I just had Michelangelo and Donatello. You know what I'm saying? But if you had the bad guys too, you was a balling ass kid in my book. So like that was us as an 80s, 90s kid. So now as a 2000 era kid, there's literally kids, babies, dog, that are crying because they don't get an iPad. You know what I'm saying? So like just in the development of how like that has happened in that small window of time with us, now look at how school has changed. They're still learning, you know, math, how they learned it in 1958. You know what I'm saying? Like how your mom and dad learned math and like learning the same historical facts and shit why wouldn't somebody sit back and question like, hey man, the people that told us all this shit in history were like the winners of the battles.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we look at it from the perspective of like the other people? You know what I'm saying? Because like, for example, the Crusades happened and like in one version of the Crusades, like in the first Crusades, the Muslims won. Then in the next one, the Christians won. And then they, you know, had the third one that went on forever. And then eventually it is what it is now for the state of Israel. So it's like, damn, why would we try to maybe question those things? Because now those same problems still exist. Israel is still a torn country. Palestine's still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because we aren't asking these questions. Nobody's really delving in and saying, damn, yo, like, why can't we figure? That's how they tore down the wall in Germany. Eventually somebody looked at them people and started asking the right questions like, damn, why this man living like that and that one living like this? And they over here killing these people because of this and that. Like, and then eventually enough pressure got put on Gorbachev to tear the wall down. But like those walls now are just still there, just invisible. You know what I'm saying? Because we believe in the establishment to the degree where we don't knock on the walls and be like, damn, yo, what's up with this shit? You know what I'm saying? That's what Jonny Depp case is about.
Any sort of change, especially with like the education shit, like if you change it, like for you, what we're talking about Graham Hancock and that Egypt shit, like for them to admit that what he's saying is correct, basically erases all of their life's work.
Right.
It makes them re-examine what they have. Like they basically have to start from scratch with all of their
Right.
opinions and stuff. So they can't even fathom that.
Right.
Which is a completely anti-science and anti-education and anti-thought because they are supposedly coming from a place where they're impartial. They have to just say, these are the facts that I have, and this is how, from this facts, this is my opinion, whatever that is.
That's what true science is.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta,
what true science
but if new facts come in, you have to be able to be like, oh, shit. Okay, well, scratch that. But they won't do that. That's what happened with that Graham Hancock guy, and that happened.
They don't do they don't do that with anything, right? Because like I'm saying, even if you look at Johnny Depp's thing, like he's suing those people because y'all jumped down my throat with a set of facts, and then when new facts got presented, you didn't go back and make a new article and say, "Oh, we was wrong." Y'all just still riding on the heat of, you know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That too. But
it's
even still,
the clicks.
Well, get this. Even if they did do it, they still get the clicks and still profit from it too on the correction.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, you could just come out here and be like, Aaron Austin out here, you know what I'm saying, fucking driving an ice cream truck trying to lure kids with him and shit, doing a bunch of gay, crazy, nasty shit. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, he was wrong. He just had an ice cream business. And so now nobody want to go to my ice cream truck and I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what happened with Johnny Depp though, right there. Same shit, bro. It's like now he's untouchable because y'all said all this shit about it. Because I remember the articles came out when it first happened and they were saying Johnny Depp was beating the chick. It was right in the wave of all that Me Too shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wanted to believe it. You know what I mean? So
I mean, that's what. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like a perfect storm, but he's about to get paid. I mean, if he fucking is one thing that you see is he is still like aware of the fact that he's a celebrity, so that he collected evidence on that bitch.
Well, like, I mean, he's just been in the game. He's been in the game since he was what, 16, right? Like he was one of them kid actors, so
he knows
what's up.
He was in 21 Jump Street, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he knows what's up, bro. Because that's how Hollywood is, bro. Hollywood is exactly like that. You better get it in writing and record all that shit. Because you heard the story about
dude, look at what Hollywood did to those dudes in the 80s. Look at Corey Feldman and shit.
All them dudes.
They all look like crazy pirates and shit.
Matt, look at the people now, bro. Fucking Khloe Kardashian used to look like a mule, son.
You know why I think they did that?
You know what I'm saying?
Because wasn't she the one that they said was supposedly the love child of OJ?
Maybe. I don't know. I guess.
They- I
Yeah. I
bet-
mean, it makes
you know
sense.
what?
She's huge as fuck, so it
She's
makes
like,
sense.
they were like, we gotta change. We can't do this. We can't have.
But they did
this.
it to all of them. You see what I'm saying? Like how they changed the Feldmans and the Coreys and shit. Same thing now with these people. Like they're doing the same thing just in different ways. Like that show Basketball Wives,
Damn,
all
dude.
of that. Like
what if
the
we
kids
find
gotta-
out like they're
you know
like
what I'm saying?
they're the apocalypse key? Like everyone's like they were doing all this shit. Like everybody was Odom went crazy when he met him. Like
They got the fucking Infinity Glove, bro. The fucking, you
Dude.
know, fucking Thanos,
Kardashian
man.
pussy is the apocalypse, bro. That's apocalypse.
Yeah.
means.
I honestly, man, like I kind of would hit the mom just to see what it's all about, see where it all came from. I just you know, one time. Be like, man, what you was up in there
I don't
doing,
know.
man?
She seems like one of those like ladies that would be like in like granny porn, like MILF porn, where it's like,
That's what I'm saying.
oh, hey Tommy, like Brad's gone, but you want to come in and have a sandwich?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. I'd be
like
like,
that.
I'd be
You
like,
just get, like,
I'd be like,
grilled into
where
a counter.
Caitlin at? I'd be like, where Caitlin at? She ain't here.
Yeah,
Well, alright.
baby.
But that's the thing,
Hey,
like
baby.
now that he is a woman, I mean, he still has a dick, but like, do
No,
they
he
still
doesn't.
bang? Oh, I thought he kept his dick.
I don't think so. I think he decided to snip and tuck, or maybe not.
I thought he kept his dick and just got the breast and you know the face and shit, like just to act like one. But
Whatever he did
like he's
publicly, this is my statement. I definitely support, and I think she is a true
Well,
warrior champion. So
I'm not here to even speak on any of that. I'm just saying that now that that's happened, are they still a couple? And if they
No.
are, is she? That's what I'm saying. So like, what's
Well-
she into? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's she all about? That's what I mean. Like, what's up with the mom? Because I feel like that's an unattended to Kardashian pussy that I could slide in and you know
Ew,
find out what's
dude.
all the hubbub about.
I
Man,
mean, if you're
I will
willing
make
to,
millions.
I mean, if you're willing
I will make
to,
millions.
I think
I'd
you're
rather
probably
do
the
that
only
than fight
one.
Mike Tyson.
Here's
I'd
the
rather fight
problem,
Mike
though,
Tyson,
dude.
bro.
Here's the problem.
I'm not turning. I'm not.
She's
sniffing
not
it,
into
bro.
dudes.
I'm not sniffing it, bro.
She's not into dudes. She's into
She'll be into
chicks.
me. She'll be
Oh,
into me.
wow.
Yeah.
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 Every woman is.
Exactly, bro. They just don't know it yet.
Even new ones.
They don't even know
As
it
soon
yet,
as they
dog.
become a woman, they're like, "What's that?"
Bro, who you
is that
think?
Aaron
Who you think
Austin?
was Who you think was telling Johnny Depp girl to hit his ass, bro?
Damn.
Come on,
bro.
man. Come on, man. I'll be up
What
in
do you
bitch's
get out of
head. Just the satisfaction of knowing that
You're
you know
just like
Captain
the
Jack Sparrow
chaos,
getting his
dude,
ass
like,
whooped.
Hey,
Yeah,
Amber,
man.
go hit Johnny. And
I'm like the claw, bro. I'm like Inspector Gadget. I'm the claw dog. I just be petting the cat and just be like, yeah, this time punch him in his eye. Like, but Johnny, I don't think Johnny can take it anymore. He's psychologically falling to pieces. Be like, yeah, exactly.
good.
It's like I'm gonna be in the next Lone Ranger movie, bitch. It's like that's not even his good movie franchise. That's not even a good franchise to be in. Like, I don't care.
I was supposed to be Edward Scissorhands, you mother.
But no, like I said, on some real though, like all love to Johnny because I feel like he just needs like a blanket and a hug. Like somebody needs to just stay
I'm
arm
gonna
around
be
you,
honest.
boy.
I love Johnny Depp because I'm such a huge Hunter S. Thompson fan. The fact that he got to live with that guy and basically party with the ultimate like party. He's just the coolest guy ever, Hunter S. Thompson. He got to
You know what I
live
think
like
is
that
funny?
guy. And what's even just to like finish it,
Yeah.
not only did he get to live with this crazy dude, he had to like mimic him. So these were
Right.
these two guys that eventually he even like shaved his head to make it bald like the guy. And it was just two of the same guys walking around doing mad drugs, shooting guns, getting pussy in Colorado. I want to just talk to him about that. Not only that, he's cool. Like he was to
Yeah.
me. I hope. Now he looks like a gargoyle. So
You know what I find funny about
Johnny,
Hunter S.
we love
Thompson
you,
is that when I used to be a bartender, bro, I would meet so many white dudes that I swear must have just read his book or just adapted his way of life. Because like so many, like I maybe just because they were just
I
on
did
vacation.
that too, dude. I
Bro,
did
I'm trying
that
to
too.
tell you, dude. So many white guys that come to the bar and just be like, I need the darkest liquor y'all got, dry, neat. I need that shit right now. Boom, slam it. You know what I'm saying? Then another one. Boom, a chick come in the bar. It don't matter what she look like. Hey, what's up, shorty? Start to spit in that game. You know that old white man game where they just be buying drinks and, you know what I'm saying? Just exactly. It's like, whatever you need, shorty, I'm right here. I got you. You know what I mean? Just hitting it with all that. And then, like,
Dude, if you read Hunter S.
whisper in my
Thompson's
ear.
biography shit, the crazy thing
bro.
about that guy, because, I mean, you'd have to, like, some people don't even know what he looked like or acted like. He's a
Yeah.
very peculiar guy. But apparently, to any woman he got around and was, like, interested in, like, he got that bitch. Like, every
Yeah.
chick is, like, I mean, he wasn't a great guy. He definitely had, like, questionable abusive
Oh, yeah,
behavior
I'm
to
sure.
his
It's
wives.
the 70s.
But,
So,
like,
I mean,
most of the women that talk about him, obviously they're looking back like fondly, but they're like, I just had like I had a husband at the time, and I was just like, fuck it, we got to go party and like whatever, you know. It's like,
Bro, you
God
know who,
damn, this guy was cool.
You know who I met who was trying to live like that, dude? Was fucking Eddie Griffin, man. Like, I met him in Florida before a comedy show. It literally, dude, like, every chick that he could holler at, he hollering, dog. Any joke he could crack, he crack it. Any drink he could drink, he drink it, dog. Like, I was just like, yo, Eddie Griffin is kind of like the man up in this book. Like, he literally is just. I mean, it's because he was doing comedy at a casino. So you know, when they let the comedians come to casinos, they just be. It's like, do whatever you want, man. Here's some chips. Here's some, vouchers.
Plus, they
Just
kind of
live
have
it
to
up.
get people something. Like, you're at a casino, so you ain't the main thing. Everyone's going to a casino.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, he was
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of famous back in the day, but the one funny thing in the story I always remember somebody telling was, remember those guys, Danish and O'Neill, we listened to?
Yeah.
They were like door guys at the Comedy Store. And like, for a while, the Comedy Store in LA was just like shitty. It didn't have like a lot of, it wasn't like it is now, where
Right.
it's all like huge comedians. So apparently Eddie Griffin would, one, come in anytime he wanted, bump the comedian that was supposed to go on stage, and then proceed to do like 3.5 hour long comedy sets just to fuck around. So like, he was a kind of a cock like that, but they said like, yeah, like this guy would just fuck anywhere. And supposedly they went,
man.
they're like, he would go, he took this chick into the bathroom, and like, they were like, yeah, like we saw him go in, he's like, and somebody's like, do you hear that? And they went into the bathroom, and they were like, he was just straight fucking the shit out of this chick. Like, so this chick was like screaming and just like in ecstasy during, like, I guess it was like during the day at the Comedy Store. So it's like, what the fuck was
Yeah, man.
going on?
That's the impression I got of him. It's like, if you can get something popping, he gonna get it popping, dog.
fuck
Like,
it, dude.
I would love to live like that, man. But I just, I feel like it's just, you gotta have your mind constantly working on plans. I feel like, who else is like that? That was Bill Clinton, man, to a T. Like, he just was like, I gotta go fucking save the free world and get my dick sucked real quick, and goddamn, turn this TV on real quick, bitch. Come over here. Like, he was like, he just was constantly just doing 8 things at the same time.
He's
you know
just
what I mean?
getting ahead and like, yeah, tell this woman
Right.
I'll be there in a second.
But yeah, man.
Finish up, honey.
All praise is due to Jonny Depp, though. Once again, man. Hopefully everything works out for you, bro. Get your money up. I feel like we've hit a litany of topics once again today, like always, in which I lightly brushed the conspiracies, bro.
I'm gonna place it in there.
very-
You went deep into a conspiracy somewhere. So
just that every player and every athlete takes Viagra, bro. To get that apparently you play sports better with a boner.
I actually heard that too, and I'll tell you one thing from experience, dude. It makes you a better podcaster, bro. Because I'm on it right now, dude. Just straight.
We know how you live, bro. You just wake up and do rails of Viagra, or else you're fucking.
It's not Viagra. I'm not that bougie. That's that rhino shit. I don't even know.
It's like I just take lines of gas store dick pills, bro.
How do you think we get all this work done, bro? Just straight. Yeah, third-rate Cialis and fucking caffeine. That's all we do, bro.
Man, how do you get into that industry, man? Like the gas store dick pills? 'Cause I just feel like that's all just marketing. Like it's all the same thing. Like every pill is the same. You just got to get that one perfect name. You know what I mean? So like mine would be like backhammer or black hammer, where it's just like,
Dude,
you know,
don't
you about
even-
to do
yeah,
some
don't-
railing, you about to smash with this one.
Mine would be, I mean, you have to make it something that alludes to like a hard dick. So like mine would be like Excalibur, maybe like something about a
Oh,
sword
Jesus.
or something, or a large animal,
go-
like you know, like T-Rex or like something like that. 'Cause it doesn't have to say dick in it. You just have to like, it has to be like a big animal, a powerful, like an
Golden
like,
Bull.
like Boomtown. Dick.
That's what I'm saying, man.
375.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, we could probably just get like a placebo, and it's really just about
Yeah, man.
the packaging. You know, like
A
what
little
we
bit
do
of
in terms
caffeine, a little bit of
Nah.
caffeine and some laxative, bro. You know, and
I'm
just like I
saying
said-
laxative, dude. Just straight laxative, and you know, maybe if we can
Somebody
get
going, I'm gonna take the biggest shit ever by gonna try to fuck. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm sorry, bro. This ain't never happened, baby. Oh God. All right, man. I'm like, I think that's gonna give them enough for this week, man.
all right, y'all.
I've said enough crazy shit. I'm gonna get my ass whooped by Ice Cube here one day soon. So,
an apology. We're gonna work on an apology for Ice Cube. So,
and
dude,
I'm lining up
you
that
have-
fight and then Busta Rhymes. I don't think I
and
forgot
then
about you,
Bruce
motherfucker.
Willis, bro.
And Bruce, I honestly am more afraid of Bruce than all of them. I
Dude,
think
he's
he's
gonna
older than
knock-
all of them.
He's gonna
but-
knock you out and then just like dip his balls in your
yeah,
mouth.
bro. I feel like Bruce Willis just has some pent up aggression that he probably would just beat me up out of just straight up like Hulk rage, where it's like he's calm but mad at the same time, and it's just like instantly snaps and just it's like, damn, where did that come from, man? It's like, oh, I'm fucking crazy. You didn't know, bitch. He just fucking drags you through the streets. Like, god damn, Bruce, I'm sorry. It's too late now. But yeah, bro.
Oh god, dude. I don't know, man. Like, you know, again, I'm working on my cardio, so whenever these people confront you, I'll do my best to help you in the situation.
You better have my back, man. Yeah, bro. You better fucking hit Ice Cube with a chair or some shit, man. Be like, ta-da!
Probably the brain Heenan never actually hit anybody, dude. He was just there.
Bro, whatever,
gonna
man.
be
You better
there.
fucking throw an elbow or something, man. Stop playing, dog. I need your help, man.
All right,
Well, all right, y'all.
You know, if Aaron's alive next week, we're gonna do another episode. Dude, wait,
Yeah.
hold on, wait. Did you quit officially? Is this over?